Yeah, obviously started not I wasn't practicing at first, recovering from some stuff, but it's gone good so far. Just getting used to having the pads on, running routes with Gino, all that stuff. It's a process through camp, so it's been going good though.
Does it feel different, Gino, that like he's coming in the guy this year versus last year? There's competition, the guys are splitting reps, all that.
Yeah, I would say a little bit. I mean, obviously we know who our guy is this year, whereas last year we're kind of in between the two. So it's just getting those quality reps and trying to get ready for the season.
How long into camp did it take for you to feel where you wanted to be?
Last year or this year?
This year.
Oh, I'm still getting there. To be honest, it's a process. I try to use up every single day until that first game. So try to be as clean as possible and get there. So it's still a process. I'm not there yet, but still working and getting there. So.
But physically, do you feel all the way back from the knee thing?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be out here practicing if I wasn't right. The training staff is taking care of me. Pete's done a great job of helping me out and taking care of me. So I'm feeling good and just trying to get all the technique back, all of the running the routes, things like that, and going from there.
Are you limited at all, or are you full go in practice?
No, I've been full go. I've been doing it all and feeling good. So.
Do you need to play in a game or not before the season starts?
I'll leave that up to the coaches, their discretion. I'm never going to turn down playing, but my main focus is being ready for week 1 when we face the Rams and going from there. So.
I asked Will Disley about this a while ago, but last year you guys combined, the three you put up 1,000+ yards, 9 touchdowns. At tight end, there's maybe not the one guy putting up the big numbers. What's the value when it's a bunch of different guys doing it and maybe it's not one obvious, okay, that's the guy?
Yeah, I think it just kind of mixes up in an offense. It kind of gives you multiple routes that you can go, multiple directions. I think all of us have the mindset to just contribute as much as possible and go from there. I think it's a good thing though.
What's the confidence like for your group right now with you, Will, Colby, Tyler all being back this year and being able to have that cohesiveness for another year in the system?
Yeah, I think the cohesion in our room is good. I mean, I think that we all, like playing with each other and to have fun with each other, and I think it's one of those things that we're all just looking forward to having another year together and going from there. So.
This is your first contract year. What are your thoughts on that in the future?
I mean, obviously it's something that's real, right? It's there. My biggest focus is to make as many blocks as possible, catch as many passes as possible, and break as many tackles, and that'll put me in a good position if I'm able to do those things. So all the rest, some things are out of my control, some things are in my control, so I just got to take advantage of my opportunities on the field and go from there.
How would you describe the character of the tight end compared to other positions?
That's a good question. I mean, the tight end room's always a fun, laid-back group, but has to get down to business. We're in the trenches with the O-line. We have to catch passes. We have to kind of do a little bit of everything. So you can never be too high or too low. You kind of just have to be ready to work every day and catch whatever's thrown at you, whether anything involving the game. So I think that's the biggest thing that describes our group.
You've obviously been with Drew for a few years now as well, and with Denver here and all. I guess how do you see him kind of approaching this now in his second year here?
Yeah, I think Drew's doing great, to be honest. I think he's grown a lot since he's been here. Just today he made this crazy, it was like a 40-yard, 50-yard pass for a touchdown. I mean, he's impressed me a lot. From coming in as rookies together to where he is now is light years. So he's improved a bunch, and I'm super happy for his improvement. And I think he's the sky's the limit for him. I think on this team we know our roles, right? But I definitely have confidence in him, and obviously Gino is our starter also. So.
Given the fact you play alongside both of them, how different do Charles and Abe look to you this year with the year under their belts coming into this game?
Yeah, I mean, just in camp alone, they've made things a lot easier. Just they know all the calls, they're making calls, they're communicating all those things. As a rookie, sometimes you get in positions where it's like you have tons of things to worry about, and it's tough on the field as they're going. But those guys are ready. Those guys are have put the work in, and they're making the calls out there, communicating, doing all these things, and it's made things a ton times easier. And they're just going to keep climbing and getting better and better with that. Sky's the limit for both of them. They're both great players, and I'm happy to have them next to me. They make my life a lot easier. So.
What do you think? What do you think is the best trash talker in the NFL?
That's a good question. I'd have to say, the guy that I deal with every day is Quandre Diggs, but other than that, I haven't really gone against, I haven't really had too many trash talker, but Quandre is always saying a piece or two, so I'll have to give that to him.
What's his trash talking style?
Just constantly talking. He's constantly got something to say, but in a good way. He's constantly pushing his teammates, and there's not one specific thing that he says. He's just constantly in your ear, so it's one of those things. So.
There's only 5 teams in the league this year that were participating in training practices. Do you feel like there's anything that's missing or that you guys don't get from having a training practice?
That's kind of a double-edged sword. I've had joint practices when I was in Denver. I liked them. I think that you still get those reps in games against other teams. So it's just depending on what the coach is like. And obviously Coach Carroll or whoever it was decided that we weren't going to do that. And I'm perfectly good with that either way. So I think there's benefits and there's downsides to it. So. It was a good changeup. It was a good changeup going against different guys. Guys coming to your facility or you traveling to somebody else's facility. It's a good changeup in the middle of camp. So I think that was the biggest thing.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Good.